All right, we got a 2023 Audi Q7. We're going to be replacing the front brakes, so let's get on. All right, let's start off by first taking a look at what we got over here. With the wheels out, we're going to be grabbing two. We're going to be grabbing one of our flathead screwdrivers, and we're going to be pressing the pistons back in. Once we take those in, once those are back in, we're going to start taking out the bracket bolts, which are located right over here. There's be this one, and there's another one right over here. So we're going to be replacing those. We're going to be taking those out, and then after that, we'll be taking out the brakes, which will be these. And once we take out the brakes, we're going to be replacing the rotors as well. All right, let's get on with it. All right, so over the flathead over here, what you're going to do here is you're just going to press it inwards until the pistons themselves are fully in. Now that that's in, go ahead and do the same for the bottom part. Just press it in until all of the until the pistons fully retract in. Same is going to go for the inner one. We're going to go over here and we're going to try our best to make sure that retracts all the way in. Once we got enough of a gap, we go ahead and put the screwdriver in. And once the flathead end thing goes for the bottom part. One last thing I forgot to mention is that we're also going to have to remove this here sensor. So right here, this is your brakes wear sensor, so make sure to loosen that and get it ready to come off, because you do not want to break the sensor at all. Should it ever break, you're gonna have to replace it with a new one. And in this case, because we are going to be replacing everything, that includes replacing the brake wear sensor. So let's go on ahead and start taking all that out. Looks like we're going to have to put this one a little more in. So gently but carefully press it in. Be very careful. Alright, now with that out, cast that aside, and now we're going to move with the next step. Alright, with the brake sensor out of the way now our next step will be now to start taking out the bracket bolt. In this case, I'm using a 21, and we're going to be breaking it free. So just go on ahead, and slowly but surely, you will break it free. Well, now that that's broken free, go ahead and grab the other one. Make sure that's fully in. Once that's fully in, go ahead and start breaking it free. This one's more tighter than the other one, so go ahead and break it free. All right, and now that those are free, we're gonna grab our ratchet and we're gonna start breaking the bolts free. All right, let's go ahead and start breaking the bolts free. Go ahead and connect the bolt. All right, with that free, go ahead and pull it out. Now that that's free, let's go ahead and break the other one. So one thing you're going to be wary of, just break it free just enough. And from what you're going to be doing from there on is you're going to be taking it out by hand. Make sure you have a good hold of the bracket or else it's going to fall. And what I connected here was what I'm going to be using to hold it down. So let's go on ahead and take this out. All right, grab it up. Carefully pull it out of the way. Once that is fully out, go ahead and turn it this way and put it on top of the rotor for now, just so you can get it set up. Now that that's on the way, now let's go ahead and install our holder so that it can just hold it in place. We can use this to hold it in place and not stretch the hose lines. And go ahead and put it to the side. All right. Now the next step after that is we're going to be taking out the rotor. So in order to take out the rotor, we're going to be using a punch to hammer this in, hammer and loosen this up at the same time. So let's go on ahead and start doing that. All right, so just go ahead and put your punch in, hammer it down and start turning it. So like that, you can slowly start breaking it free. As you can see, that broke it free. So go ahead and take it out. What I used was a T25. There could be a different one for probably the same vehicle, but for this one we use a T25. All right, so now we're going to take out the rotor. What I would recommend doing is putting in a bolt here and one here just in case, because what can happen is when you start taking them out, they might fall out and you might hit yourself, so be ready just in case that happens. Just put these bolts in, see if you can pull it out. If you can't, what we're going to do next is we're going to hammer it out. All right, and with that now out, now we can gently start taking all this out. All right, and go ahead and take out the rotor. All right, before installing the brand new rotor, go ahead and clean it up. Grab some brake fluid and clean up all the oil that goes into these. Turn it around. And clean out that oil that you see right there. All right, make sure to align it back properly. Make sure this goes back on this hole because this is where the bolt went for the bolt holder. So make sure that goes in properly. Grab your bolt and go ahead and start putting it back in. Okay. All right, now what we're gonna do before taking out the brakes, we're gonna install this tool. We're gonna hold it in place and be ready to just press them back in, retract these pistons back in. All right, now that we retracted everything back in, go ahead and start taking out the brake pads. Simply pull them forward, pull this one forward. If it doesn't let go, that's fine. Just wiggle it out and you can take it out. Same goes for this one. Push it forward and pull out. All right, so the next step now is we're gonna add some top squeak squeal. What this does is that it prevents the new brakes from making a lot of noise. So we're going to add a good amount. And once we do that, we're going to close it up, adding them together, making sure it spreads out evenly. Alright, now if that's spread evenly, we're going to go ahead and start installing these. Alright, to install these, you're going to see that it looks like this. This is the part that's going to be in the inner part. So what you're going to do is you're going to install them like this. So make sure you install them in. Raise it up. And slowly but surely start pressing them in. If it does not press in, then you're going to have to maneuver a little more and look around why it's not going in. Once you hear that go in, that's good. Now I'm going to install the other one. For this one, you're going to be facing it this way. So go ahead and face it in, plunk it in. Make sure it's aligned. All right, now with all the brake pads in, we're going to go ahead and start installing this back together. Once that's in, we're going to grab our bolts and we're going to start connecting it onto the bracket bolts. As you saw earlier in the video when I was taking it off, those bracket bolts are located all the way back here. So go ahead and start installing those in. Make sure they're actually in. Grab the lower one and start reconnecting that one. With those in, we're going to use our electric wrench and start installing these together. Starting off with the top one, and then the lower one. All right, now we got our new brake sensor, brake wear sensor. Go ahead and install that in. Make sure it lines up. Might be a little tedious, but you should be able to get it in. And that's installed. Go ahead and grab the connector here and install it back together. Once that clicks in, that's how you know that's in. Go ahead and grab the sensor, guide it through here, close here to the bleeder line. And this is going to go all the way over down here. Just press it in. And now that that's in, that's how you replace that. And now what we're going to do, we're going to be torquing it down to specs. We're going to torque this down. We're going to torque this down to 110 foot-pounds. So let's go ahead and start torquing it. Okay. Do the same thing for the bottom one. All right. All right, now with everything torqued down to specs, our next step now will be to install the wheels back, lower the car, press on the brake pedal until you feel it's rough. Take it on the test drive, verify that it's good. If it brakes properly and you don't hear any noise, then that means everything that you did went well.